Hi guys, welcome back to Finpact. Today I'm coming back to you guys with an Etoro copy trader update video. So in 2021, I have invested in some new copy traders, and a lot of copy traders also give me inspiration on some of the trades I make in my own personal portfolio. I adapt this based on my own strategy. Also guys, if you're interested in what I buy for my own personal portfolio, you should check out my Patreon. It's linked down below. I post all the trades, assets I buy in real time on my Patreon, the rationale behind why I buy them, when I buy them, and the prices I buy them. And I do a lot of market research and company fundamental analysis in my own time. So if you are interested, check that out. So in this video, I'm going to go through my top 3 copy traders from Etoro that I have used in 2021 and have made me a really good amount of profit. Now, before we begin, guys, hit that like button down below. Let's push this video out so that more people who can't normally see this video get to see this video. And if you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button down below as I make new videos every single week on personal finance and investing. I also have a link down below for Etoro, so would really appreciate it if you guys can use my link. So my first copy trader pick is Robert Merck. So let's go through his portfolio and his strategy. So Robert Merck's strategy is to primarily use long positions using hedging strategies to remove market or sector risk caused by higher volatility. He says, I'm a portfolio manager first and foremost. During times of higher volatility, the cash balance will be increased significantly to offset the risk to capital. Timeframes on positions are typically 12 to 18 months outside of high volatility. So I like that he's got this longer term horizon. It means that, you're not really trading on just the ups and downs. You're averaging out your ups and downs across that many months, which is a good risk management strategy. That's what I personally do in my own portfolio, although I do have a specific long-term portfolio where I hold to 5 to 10 years, but I also have my shorter term portfolio, which are more stocks that are undervalued that I personally invest in. Anyway, guys, for that information, check out my Patreon. Back to him. I don't know why I went off there in a tangent. So one thing I really liked about him is that in the last year, he gives updates on his portfolio. He says, so he has videos on his thought process. He gives a stock market outlook and a review on his own portfolio and why he invests in what he invests in, why he removes what he removes. So I really like that element that he has. So looking at his stats, he's made 33.65% return in just 2021, which is great. His risk rating is 5 over the last 7 days. This does change because he kind of fluctuates between his risk of 4 and 5. As he did say, he is a portfolio manager first and foremost. So he does use hedging strategies to ensure that risk is minimized. So I didn't feel like he was an unsafe bet in my opinion, but of course any of this does involve risk, obviously, but it's good to see when people are using good risk management strategies. So he has around 4,906 copiers. So his assets under management are around the 5 million range. So he does obviously have a fair amount that he is managing. So looking at his portfolio, I like that he has a slight crypto exposure, but nothing too crazy. So looking at his portfolio, he has some pharmaceutical companies, some tech stocks, Dropbox. He's got a crypto exposure. Oh, he's got Micron technology. I'm bullish on this. I don't know if I already have this video out before I get this video out, but I am bullish on Micron technology. So yeah, and he's got some, Facebook, some blue chip ones like that. He's got Pfizer, which is a good one. Actually, I'm going to be making a video on this one actually. And Palantir Technologies, of course, he's got Palantir. I am very bullish on Palantir, so that is good. He's up 9% on that. Walgreens, oh, that's a value stock recently. So I like the companies he's buying. I actually have shares in these companies in my own personal portfolio, in some of these, quite a few of these actually. So if you can see his chart, he's had a fantastic 2021, just been upward. Yes, there have been some swings, but like he said, he does recommend investing in the 12 to 18 month horizon. So that makes sense. So it seems like he's quite macroeconomic level focused. It says he has a macro model and he does micro analysis. So he'll probably do the fundamental analysis behind the actual company, looking at earnings reports. And he has his risk management process, which is great stuff. So that is my first favorite copy trader of 2021. Let me show you my second. So my second favorite copy trader is Marco Grex. And Marco Grex is actually a full-time eToro popular investor. And his username is EMGE2116. He says he focuses on creating a well-balanced portfolio that's kind of according to the economic situation. One thing I tweeted the other day is that it's really important to adapt your strategy based on the economic situation in the market, but also based on the company's situation. I think too many people get emotionally invested in a company, in a cryptocurrency, and it's important to, yes, we all have our favorites. It's good to have ones that you believe in and the ones that you decide to invest in, but it's also important to adapt your strategy. So that's one of the reasons I chose him, because he said it should be according to the economic situation. So he considers the risk of that. So he says that generally in bear markets, he turns to more safe assets like defensive stocks, precious metals, bonds that hedge the portfolio against the drop and act like a safety cushion. And in a stable economy, he has various stocks. So, like tech stocks and things like that, I've seen he has. And he currently has a medium risk strategy of around 4. So I think, yes, he has a risk of around 4 right now, and he aims to maintain that. I like that he has a cryptocurrency strategy. I actually don't like very heavily crypto-focused copy traders, because I'm a big believer in just holding crypto coins for the long-term potential of them. So in my own personal crypto portfolio, I will have my picks and I will have them just there, held for the long term. I may opt in and out of some positions here and there, like I have done, but I won't trade on cryptos massively unless they're a full on buy, and then I will store them in a wallet. So I'm not a big fan of copy traders that have excessive exposure to cryptos. Yes, a small amount is great, especially when we're in a crypto bull market, if it is still continuing. Let's hope. We're in a bit of bearish months right now in crypto, but I like it when I see a trader that takes that into account, that when we're in a bear market, they will, be careful with their crypto exposure. Copy trading is trading essentially, isn't it? I know you can hold for the long term, but for me, when it comes to cryptos, I won't just hold it on an exchange or a trading platform. For me, if I invest in cryptos, I will, like I mentioned, hold it in my portfolio, in my wallet, separately, in my ledger, So yeah, sorry, side note. But yeah, he says that cryptocurrencies are a nice addition to the portfolio and its diversification. But it's extremely risky and highly speculative asset that needs a lot of attention and caution. He's correct, because with cryptos, I'm a big believer of not trading the volatility in cryptocurrencies. Like I said, I'm a long-term investor for them. So this was one of the reasons I was drawn to Marco, because of this. And he says that prices of cryptocurrencies move in distinctive patterns in the period of BTC halving and the crypto hype that always follows it. I am largely invested in cryptos and consistently take profits while the bubble is forming. That doesn't provide extraordinary profits, but it does protect the portfolio. So the riskier it becomes, the less I am invested. I rather exit the market sooner and give up some potential profits than being around when the bubble pops. Yes, he has nailed it. This is exactly it. I don't know if you guys have been watching my previous videos, but there were, around the time the crypto rally was happening, and we saw these all-time highs, and I remember there was Ethereum and Bitcoin had already reached their all-time highs and then corrected, and then Cardano had this sort of delayed rally after, and I'm quite heavily invested in Cardano. So Cardano had this delayed rally, and I told everyone, guys, I think we're entering a bubble territory. I'm going to be taking some profits. I mean, I have my long-term holdings that I won't touch, but I have some holdings that I do want to sell and take some profits, because we are entering potentially bubble territory. And everyone gets excited when we're entering bubble territory. People wanted to, people were like, oh, invest more. But that's actually when you don't invest. You invest when the prices are low, and you sort of sell when the prices are quite high. And in that case, or maybe not sell, but let's say take profits, you sell some holdings. That's my strategy. So I like that Marco has this similar strategy. He's not emotionally invested in a bubble or a bull market, because that's the fastest way to lose money. Like you guys know, we're currently in a bit of a bearish market with the stock market. We do see some growth stocks popping off, but overall, We've had a bit of a slowdown in the markets, and also with cryptos, as you know, we've been in a bit of a bear market. So he is true to his word, and like he said, in a bearish market, he'll have exposure to things like gold, and also he's got some indexes which are fairly lower risk, and but other than that, he's got some tech stocks, which is good. He's got some good diversification. He's got Netflix, just reading some out loud, Amazon, pharmaceuticals, MasterCard. So he's got like different industries involved: digital payments industry, retail, Costco, and he's got Ocado. He's got Digital Realty Trust, which actually is one of my favorite REITs. I personally own Digital Realty Trust as well. And yeah, overall, I really liked him because he also has a very, very large exposure. Also, Baidu, very bullish on this company. So he has a very well diversified portfolio, a lot of blue chip stocks, Johnson & Johnson, Bank of America, which was undervalued, and he's got Teladoc Health, another great company that I'm very bullish on. I know it's down, but it's one for the longer term. So I like his portfolio. I like that he reassesses it and changes it up during the market. So that was something very reassuring when I considered him. And his overall stats in 2021, he's made 26.62% return. So that's great. 2020, 78.65% return throughout that whole year, which was really, really good stuff. And just to check his risk rating is also low. Well, low enough. It's a 4. And I think that's something I'm quite comfortable with. So 6 is sometimes a bit too high. Depends on the market we're in, that I consider 6. In the market that we're in right now, where we're not seeing massive price rallies, then a 4 is something I'm very comfortable in investing in. So that is that. He also provides lots of updates for his copy traders. So, you know, he'll show charts. I also remember he put up a pie chart the other day on market cap, which was good for us to see. So yeah, I'm really happy with his stock picks and his strategies. So my third favorite copy trader is Yvonne Vey. YV Invest is her username. So she is Germany based, and she also has a risk rating of 4. As you can see in this market and in 2021, when I remember thinking we're approaching bubble territory in cryptos and stocks, more so cryptos especially, but I really wanted to consider copy traders with a lower risk rating than I would have considered in a bull market. So Yvonne actually mainly trades. So Yvonne trades all asset classes. She has a strong focus on stocks and ETFs. So I like this ETF focus. It really helps hedge the portfolio, which is good. Her risk management, she's maximum at 5, and her goal is to be at 4, which is great. And the stocks she chooses are, you know, established large companies, but she also also ones in business segments with the growth. But also ones in business segments with a focus on growth market. You know, like when we look at growth trends like data, AI, driverless vehicles, you know, cryptos, that sort of thing. I like that she considers that in her portfolio, but she also balances that with ETFs, which is fantastic. She's been on this platform since July 2018, but she has personal investments for over 10 years. So that is her background. And she suggests that you copy her for at least half a year. So she's kind of like a mid-term investor. So usually I go for longer term, longer than 6 months. You know, she says minimum 6 months. That's a decently mid-term investor. So if we quickly look at her stats, she made 47.83% so far in 2021. And one of the things I felt that was reassuring is that even though she showed a loss in May, June, July, they were quite small losses compared to the profits she made in, you know, the months she was in the green. So she made around 50.58% return in 2020, and in 2019 she made a return of 3.18%, which is fairly low, but not too bad. I must point out she did make a loss of minus 35% in 2018, but a lot of copy traders actually made a loss in 2018. So I actually have a video on recession-proof copy traders. If you are interested in that, check that out, because I picked out the copy traders that actually didn't make a loss in 2018, because almost the majority that have performed well in the last few years did make a loss in 2018. So that is just something to bear in mind. Overall, I still like her strategy and her overall portfolio. If we see the ones she's buying, she's got index funds like this one, Germany 30. So I guess that would be the top 30 German companies. She's got Alibaba. She's got some tech exposure. NEO, I'm bullish on NEO. In fact, video coming up soon on NEO. And I actually own own that in my separate portfolio as well. She's got, exposure to Baidu, another one I'm bullish on. She's got AT&T, fantastic dividend paying stock as well. So that would obviously add to the profits. Oh, by the way, in Etoro, dividends are paid directly to the profits. So they just get added to your total balance. And then she does have some exposure, but it's a small amount of exposure to ADA, collapse again, BTC, collapse again, nothing too risky. Well, cryptos by nature are riskier, but I'm very bullish on ADA and BTC. She's got Apple, Facebook, Amazon, Boeing, Walt Disney, really undervalued one, so that was great. I was really happy when she added that to the portfolio. JP Morgan, and yeah, some great blue chip names. One, she did say she usually invests in very established companies, so very happy with that. And she has such a nice number of stocks in there to just diversify the entire portfolio. She's even got exposure to ETC and Ethereum. I'm very bullish on both of them, actually. ETC, I've made many videos on that, so if you haven't seen those, check those out. So she's got EOS, fantastic blockchain technology, actually even now compatible with SafeMoon with their bridge. So guys, those are my picks. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button down below and subscribe to my channel. I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. Bye!